about a man named Ron who's blazing the trail. They say Scott Hammer's the boss on the show, but Ron's the one driving, just so y'all know. Ron Miller, he's the one in charge. Steer and hammer down like a big old barge. Scott, don't worry, it's all in fun. Ron's a real host when the race is run. Now Ron talks engines and he talks tires. Scott might be the match, but Ron's the fire. With his country charm and a wink in his eye, he's taking over and we all know why. Ron Miller, he's the one in charge. Steer and hammer down like a big old barge. Scott, don't worry, it's all in fun. Ron's a real host when the race is run. When Ron hits the mic.
This is the Hammer Down Racing Report. And now your hosts, Scott Hammer and Ron Miller.
Enough of the idle chit-chat.
Welcome, race
It's
fans.
7 o'clock, Scott.
Welcome, race fans, to the Hammer Down Racing Report, show number 403 for Thursday, November 6th. Scott Hammer, Ron Miller, joining you live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch from the Dominator Race Product Studio. My kid gave me his cold, so hopefully my voice will last. If not, I made a copy of the prep for Ron so he can take over at any time.
Oh, okay.
Tonight on the show, we're going to be featuring Attica Raceway Park champions Cap Henry and Seth Schneider. Actually, I should say, I think I shortchanged Cap Henry there. He's Attica champ, Fremont champ, and AFCS champ this year. So,
And that's it?
for this year, as far as I know, yeah. I mean, we can add him. Maybe he's one more there. But, yeah, so we'll be speaking with Cap here just a little bit, and then Seth Snyder is going to join us a little bit later. He's at his kids' hockey practice, so he's going to take some time away from that to talk to us.
Yeah.
Very nice of him. It is, or it was, the 50th season at Oakshade Raceway, and it's now complete. The Oakshade Raceway staff would like to thank all the drivers, crews, and fans that supported them this season. The Oakshade Raceway Award celebration is coming up on November 22nd. That's 2 weeks from Saturday, I do believe. My math is correct on that. That'll be at the Fulton Hall at the Fulton County Fairgrounds from 1 until 4 p.m. Visit oakshaderaceway.com for more information. And make sure to follow along on social media at Oakshade Raceway.
And I believe if you want your award, you have to be there, correct?
That's what I'm being told, yes.
Okay.
We're the fastest meet to race. If you need a wedding or event DJ, look no further than Magic Moment Entertainment. Magic Moment will make your event magical. Ron Burt brings decades of DJ experience, smooth planning, and professional grade entertainment to your big day. Mention the Hammer Down Racing Report and save $100 off your reception DJ service. Rest easy knowing there are no surprise charges, no fees for mileage or lighting, and full liability coverage included. Whether you're in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, or Kentucky, Magic Moment is here to make your event unforgettable. Give them a call, 419-594-2261, or connect with them on Facebook under Magic Moment Entertainment or Ohio Sports Blitz. Other sponsors, got to mention Dominator Race Products, Ron Miller Race Cars, Dittman Motorsports, DCR Graphics, and Freeze Frame Photos.
Good folks all.
Absolutely.
Well, except Ron Miller. We don't know about him.
Wow. Okay. Self-deprecating today, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do that.
Racing Roundup.
So real quick, last week and this past weekend, racing is dwindling down.
Not much around here.
Not much happening stateside, actually, but the Cup or the NASCAR Top Tier Series wrapped up their season, and action going on down under with Perth Motoplex. Well, I should say Friday night, there was no action. It got canceled due to rain. But Saturday, Wayne Kingshot, winner of the sprint car feature, Matthew Iwanow, winner in the wingless sprints, and Warren Oldfield,
Again,
winner in the late models. Wasn't it a different Oldfield?
there's
Are they related to Barney?
I don't think so.
Wouldn't that be a coincidence?
Did you happen to catch the quick video of Veronica McCann having to get the jaws of life to unbend a wheel just to get it off the car?
I did see that. Is that what I didn't? I was like, I don't know what's happening here. I thought she was just trying to fix the wheel. I didn't realize to get it off.
She got whacked in a wheel and couldn't get into the lug nuts. And
so, does she own her own jaws of life, or did she have to borrow?
The track does.
Okay, very cool. Premier Speedway,
like Oakshade Raceway. Oakshade Raceway has their own jaws.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
good to know. Hopefully, I'll never need that.
Right.
Premier Speedway Saturday, Jack Goodyear winning in the sprint cars. Travis Moeller getting the wing in the wingless sprints. High Tech Oils Toowoomba Speedway. Action there on Saturday canceled due to rain. It does rain in Australia.
It
apparently.
does.
Maybe we need a weekend weather pit stop forecast for Australia.
Well, and the tracks that we cover in Australia are as far apart as New York and LA. So yeah,
they're on the coasts. Yeah, there's not much in the middle of Australia, as I recall.
A little bit of mining industry. That's about
and kangaroos.
It. Yep.
Okay.
Outback.
NASCAR. That's not a knife. No, that. Wait, I don't remember how that even goes. Yeah. NASCAR action, Craftsman Truck Series. Actually, all three series wrapping up things with the championship race at Phoenix Raceway. Corey Heim getting the win Friday night. He also won the championship. Saturday in the Xfinity Series, Jesse Love winning that race and winning the season championship. And then Sunday in a interesting finish to that one.
Oh, it was.
That was the only one I ended up getting to watch there. I didn't even realize Ryan Blaney won until later because all the attention was
on. It was anticlimactic.
Yeah. Kyle Larson's third place finish was good enough to capture the championship. Did not lead a lap the entire race.
Led one. No, he didn't.
No,
not a single.
Not a single lap. Right. Denny Hamlin led a lot of the race. He was leading there toward the end. It looked like he
led most of the race.
He was going to win the championship. As much as I don't like Denny, I can't be a Denny fan. I'm sorry. Even when he was whiny afterwards, I don't even know if I'm going to race again, kind of thing. I was like, okay. Anyway,
and we know that he will.
And there's a lot of conspiracy theories flying around because, of course, it was Larson's teammate that brought out that caution right before the end that set up the overtime finish.
Right.
When what's his face 24 car William Byron got a flat or something and went into the wall. I don't know. I don't know how you stage that, but
well.
And there was a lot of cars having tire issues.
We just got done with an election, and there was every bit as much drama there.
Yeah. So Kyle Larson getting the win there, and we have Cap Henry on the line here. So how about we talk to him here?
All right.
Hammer Down Racing Report.
Hey, this is Cap. How's it going?
Pretty good. How's it going? It's Scott and Ron, and I guess first, congratulations on another trifecta for you as far as championships go.
Thank you very much.
Cap Henry here. I guess what do you credit to having the JWM 33W so dominant? I mean, not just this year, but the past few years. You've been definitely a top contender.
He's king of the hill in our area.
There you go.
It comes down to having a really good team. Zach Myers and Chris and Chad Wilson and Jeff Ward and Gary Griff. Just everybody as a combination's really done a great job. Zach always has cars prepared when we get to the racetrack. Jeff, the team owners, he always puts back into the team. He's really upgraded our motor program. And then, that's where Gary Griff comes in, just maintaining our motor program, making sure it's good. Paul Kistler's been a big help too, and, helped out with our motor program, make sure we always have the parts we need. And, we dyno at his place and make sure that they're good. And, just all those little things, make my job easier, make it easier for me to do my job well. And, just cases where you're confident when you show up at the racetrack and, having that confidence goes a long way.
Now, did you have any setbacks this season at all that you had to overcome? Any motor problems or any gremlins of the sort?
Yeah, we had a couple small ones. We hurt a motor during Ohio Speed Week at Waynesfield, and then we crashed a car at the Speed Week finale at Atomic. We crashed a car at the Outlaw Millstream show, actually. The car we had run all year. So we had a couple small setbacks, and like I made some driving errors. There was the Speed Week show at Waynesfield. I spun out in the heat race after going quick time and kind of put us in a bad position. And there was a few times where things didn't go right, but as a team, everybody did their job, and we got ourselves out of it and just kept plugging away at it.
Cap, you were talking about the Ohio Speed Weeks. It seems as though there were a lot of crashes and a few injuries during that. Is that something that's coming to sprint car racing, or was it just kind of a weird week?
I think we kind of had a little bit of a weird year for drivers getting hurt.
Okay, I'll buy that one.
Yeah, they're trying to come out with some safety stuff that they're going to push for next year and the next 2 years to try and help with that. I think that's all it comes down to. Just kind of a weird year. Guys having, obviously Eldora, it had kind of like a little bit of a wonky deal going on there and was a little bit hard on stuff. But I know the guys there, they're working on fixing the track, and it's just, it happens. Everything goes in spurts. You have years where nobody gets hurt, and then you have years where a bunch of guys get hurt. Reitzel got hurt twice this year by like completely different accidents. He had that one where a rock went through his visor. And then later on in the year, he had that foot injury. It's
right.
Is what it is, unfortunately.
Let's go over your resume here just a little bit here. Recap it, I suppose. You're the AFCS champion, all in the 410 class here. Your third straight, fourth overall, Fremont track champion, your second championship there. Attica Raceway Park champion, fourth overall, third straight there. 17 wins on the season. You mentioned a few of your setbacks, but overall, you got to be pretty pleased with the way things went for you this year.
Yeah, it was just an outstanding year. It's one of those years that, teams and drivers dream of having. I think we ran like 46 races, and I think we had like 36 top 10s and like 32 top 5s or something like that. At one point in the year, maybe even if we finished the year, it was like a 50% rate that we ran top 2 for the races we ran. So just a phenomenal year, and grateful that we were able to put it together. And like I said, it comes down to just everybody on the team. I'm so fortunate for where I'm at. Everybody on the team, everybody's goals, good results. Nobody on the team's looking out for themselves. It's always just trying to push the team to be better, and so that goes a long way when everybody has the same goal. And I've been, like I said before, I've been the lucky one that gets to hold the steering wheel, and I'm grateful. But I do try my best to give credit to everybody, because it's not solely just me. It takes Zach, it takes Chris, it takes Chad, it takes Jeff, it takes Gary. It takes all the girls in the background at home. Aaron and Dana and Heather, Judy. It takes everybody to really make this deal succeed, and I'm very grateful.
Now, you won these the point championships by a pretty decent margins. I'm assuming that's going to take some of the pressure off going down the stretch in the championship weekends. Do you feel that you could lay off a little? You didn't have to push as hard in the final weeks there for these championships. Maybe taking it easy.
I probably pushed pretty hard until the final night every night. I wanted to be able to go into the final night of all those nights and not have to be spectacular to win the point. And we, things went our way. Like Attica, like the last 2 All-Star shows counted as full points races. So we won those, and that helped pad it. And then same with Fremont. Both the All-Star shows there were full points. Won both of those to just help pad the points. So I was pretty grateful that, when we went into the final night, each night for each series, that, at that point we had everything wrapped up, and it didn't really matter what we did. So we could just go race. We didn't have to worry about the pressure. And, at the end of the day, it lets everybody enjoy it. We could enjoy the moments. enjoy the memories, and that's what makes it fun.
Now, out of those 17 wins, was there any one of them that stands out from this past season?
There was a couple. Winning Jim Ford Classic a second time was big. Having raced at Fremont a lot in my career, Jim Ford Classic was always one that I wanted to win. We checked that mark last year. So to come back and win it, again, back to back was big. Winning an all-star show again, just anywhere, was nice. The first year that I ran Jeff's car had been the last year of the Tony Stewart all-star years. And we came close a bunch of times that year and never pulled it off. So to win one this year and, get Jeff's all-star win was pretty cool. And then, to win a total of 4 of them, right there by the end of the year was pretty cool. Going out to Sharon, winning that race was cool. We kind of lucked into that one a little bit. The kid that had been leading the race, messed up and handed us the lead. But we got Jeff his first win at Sharon. So, that was cool for Jeff. And, those wins stand out to me.
Are there any championships left out there that you'd like to check off your bucket list before you hang up the helmet?
Oh God, I don't know.
Probably
Ohio
All-Stars.
Yeah, but I don't. I'll be honest. I don't really ever see me challenging for that one. I'm kind of at the point in my career that I don't really feel the need to go do that. I gave that a lot of good runs over the years, and as much as from point of view, I'd like to go do it. I just don't feel the need to. We run really good around home. We make. This year, we made more money than any of the All-Star guys did. So there goes to a point that I made more point fund money and I made more money driving than any of those guys did. So why go do what they're doing when, they're not making as much as I am. And the team I'm with, all of us work full-time jobs. I work a full-time job at SDS Gearbox. Zach works full-time as a fab guy at Thor Sport. Jeff's got his demolition business. Gary Griff's got his engine business. So it's not super feasible for us to go do the All-Star deal. I'd still kind of stand behind what I thought back when it was the Tony Stewart All-Star years, is that to go do stuff like that, like at least the crew chief and at least maybe a crew chief and the mechanic, that racing's got to be their full-time job. And we're just not in the position to where we can do that as a team. So I don't think it's the right route. And Zach's got a little boy at this point, and he's go-kart racing and doing stuff, and they're expecting another little girl now. And, and I'm at the point where I'm happy with what I'm doing as a driver. I'm very happy with what I got. I couldn't imagine trying to hire. Yeah. I couldn't imagine trying to hire somebody to replace Zach right now. Just the friendship we have and the working relationships, it means a lot to me. So I'm really happy with what I'm doing.
So I was reading an old profile that Sprint Car News had on you. I think it was from like 2009.
That's got to be old.
Yeah, it was. You had said that Limaland was your favorite track at that time. Is that still true today?
Man, I haven't raced at Lima in a long time.
That's kind of what I thought. That's why that's why it caught me off guard there. I was like, oh, okay.
I'd say some of my favorite racetracks. I love going to Waynesfield Raceway Park. Lincoln, Pennsylvania was always one of my favorites. And Houston, South Dakota was always fun. Those are probably my top 3. The last time I was at Lima was that Speed Week disaster, so it really wasn't very good and not a great memory.
So you wrote that one off the top of the list.
Yeah, it's definitely not on the top of the list anymore. We'd have to redo that, like our what was it, MySpace friend request or the top friends? We'd have to redo that.
Yeah.
Also in that interview or that profile, it had mentioned, and you kind of already touched on this, but it said your ultimate goal in racing was to race Indy cars or Grand Am, or you'd even be happy with a good outlaw ride. Where are you at with those goals at this point in your career? And like I said, you kind of already touched on that.
I mean, at this point, I don't think any of those are happening, but I'm about, for the IndyCar and the, Grand Am, we'll stick to just playing on the simulator and thinking that we're there. And, would it be fun to go do the Outlaw Tour full time once to say you did it? Yeah, it'd be really fun. But, at this point in my career, if somebody told me that for some reason I had to be done right now, I wouldn't have any regrets. I'd be very happy. And, I feel like we've done it as a team. We've done a good job. I feel like I've done the best I could to put together a good career. But gratefully, we're not at a point where we got to do that. So we get to worry about racing next year and racing, doing some indoor stuff this winter. And I'm excited for all that stuff.
Good. I was going to say, we're not leading you to retire just yet. Hopefully that's still a ways down the road. You got plenty of racing yet to do, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. And definitely not looking at retiring yet. We're doing plan on doing the same deal next year again. Jeff's still racing. I'm still racing. Zach's staying on board. So we plan on doing roughly the same thing. I think we got to find a couple crew guys. I think Chris and Chad have decided that they're going to go do some more non-wing racing, which is what they had done before they started helping us. And I'm really excited for them. We'll miss having them there every week, but I'd never try and take that opportunity away from them. So look forward to seeing what they can do.
And their dad was very good in non-wing stuff.
Yeah, and I ran a non-wing race for them years ago at Kokomo, so I fully get it. Like I said, we're really excited for them, and we'll just see what the future holds.
So you mentioned some indoor racing. You're going to run the Rumble.
Yeah, I'm going to run the Rumble. The plan is to actually run a TQ at Atlantic City and Allentown. And
that's cool.
Yeah, and looking at doing the Chili Bowl also. Aaron and I last night were just trying to figure out flights, because I actually have to fly from Allentown to Tulsa to run Chili Bowl. Allentown wraps up on Saturday night, and then practice is Chili Bowl on Sunday. So trying to coordinate that whole mess.
Seems like you're going to be doing more racing in the off season than during the season. Really?
Yeah, it's going to be a busy It's going to be a busy winter. Originally didn't plan on running Chili Bowl this year. The focus was to do the Rumble with the 41 midget, and then do Allentown and Atlantic City. And then I got a really good offer for Chili Bowl that I really couldn't turn down. So ended up throwing that in there and just trying to coordinate everything. And it's not all 100% a go yet, but we're working to make sure that we can make it happen.
You got the vacation request in already from work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Work was kind of like, what are you doing?
Oh, just a little vacation.
So you mentioned you're kind of going to be doing the same thing for next year. You're going to be going for both championships at Fremont and Attica and the AFCS championship once again.
Yeah, that's the plan. Run Attica, run Fremont, and then the AFCS title. We'll run Ohio Speed Week. We want to run the Kings Royal. Last year, come Kings Royal time post Speed Week, we were kind of short on equipment, so as a team we had chose to not do that. We plan on running the Knoxville Nationals again, as we've done the last 2 years. So just kind of similar schedule again and see what happens.
All right, what sponsors, and you mentioned a lot of your team already, but what sponsors would you like to thank for helping you out this season?
Got to thank Premier Planning Services, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Primal Tea Shop, Jeff Ward Demolition, Innovative Excavating, Blue Stripe Equipment Rental, Elite Wings, FK Rod End, Simpson, King Race Products, Berryman Racing Shocks. Doug always does such a great job making sure that we've got all the shocks that we need to go race. Power Cool Manufacturing, Factory 41, Zach, he always fixes the frames when I crash them and makes sure that they're okay and good to go. Maxim, they've been a great partner of ours. Kistler Racing Products, SDS Gearbox. We couldn't go race without all those people, and we're so grateful to have them on board.
Awesome. So what's the best way for fans to keep up to date on your racing? I know you got Cap Henry Racing on Facebook.
I think my Cap Henry Racing Facebook's probably the most popular thing and the most thing that gets updated the most. But we've got Instagram. I've got a Twitter page that hardly ever gets used if it's not race day. But yeah, any of those socials are about the best way to keep up with what's going on.
And I'm assuming then you'll post once you get everything confirmed for the Chili Bowl.
Yeah, once everything's kind of confirmed, and I'm gonna try and keep creating some content, as we build this PQ for Allentown and Atlantic City. This is a project that Zach and his dad are building this thing from scratch. So I plan on trying to, post some content and show people as it comes together. So it should be kind of something people can keep up with over the winter if they want to.
So that's an in-house ride. It's not that you're going to just fly in, drive it, and head out. So that's really cool.
Yeah, correct. That is going to be, Zach and I have been putting that deal together. We've been kind of splitting the costs on it. And, we've had some sponsors come in that have really helped out, FK Rod-Ins, and Kaiser Wheels and Primal Tea Shop have come on board and helped us a lot with that project. But yeah, that's something that, Zach and I are putting together. Him and his dad have done all the design work. I am not a fab guy. But I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be a cool thing. Zach is a very intelligent individual. So to see him get to design this thing and fab it and weld it together, and it's very different from our sprint car stuff, where it's just assemble it and go race. He gets to the design and think, and that kind of scares me at times. But I think it's going to be a fun project, and I look forward to being the one that gets to drive it.
Who's your pick to win Saturday at Charlotte in the World of Outlaw Sprint feature?
I'm gonna go with Gravel. I think it's hard to bet against Dave at this point. He's been so good this year. Looking like he's gonna wrap up a second World of Outlaw title, so that's all pretty cool. But that's my pick.
Yeah, he's got a pretty big lead going in there. I'm not even sure if he even needs to finish at all to win that championship.
Yeah, I'll say he can't. He doesn't need to be too spectacular to wrap that up.
He's kind of like you, right? With your championship.
Yeah, everybody, early on there at the end of the year when we were leading the World of Outlaw, or not the World of Outlaw, but leading the country in the number of wins, I would always tell people, people would kind of get on my case about it. They're like, well, you're leading this, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, it's not like Rico and it's not like Dave. I was like, those guys are winning outlaw races, they're winning high limit races. I'm winning local races. I go, it's not the same, and I still have the same stance. To see those guys doing that stuff on the national stage is crazy impressive. So good for those guys. But
not to shortchange the local competition, because you got some pretty stout sprint competition in this area. Probably, I'd venture to say it's probably the best in the country. That's why we get people like Kofoid and Macedo coming to this area to kind of. Yeah, we've got really good guys. To me personally, I'd have to disagree a little bit. I think Pennsylvania and Knoxville's got the best guys. And I can kind of simply back that up with, those local guys win outlaw and high limit races. We don't really, a lot of times at Attica and Fremont, our high local guys, 10th, 11th, 12th, and it's hard to compete with the national guys, and it's not that, we've got guys that have the same equipment. It's just, those guys are, they're out there doing it every night. They're on top of their game every night, and they're ready. It's just that simple. Not that our local guys couldn't do it. It's just, you got to be ready when the opportunity comes, and that's hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, but a lot of those guys came through this area, so there's that.
Yeah, there is that.
I defer to your expertise anyways. I'm not a sprint car expert. You've got a little bit more experience.
You don't have to. You don't have to agree with me by any means.
Cap, always a pleasure talking to you again. Congratulations on the trifecta, the championships there with the AFCS, Fremont, and Attica, and best of luck at the indoor stuff you got going on and in your championship endeavors next year.
Sounds like a fun off season.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
See ya, Cap.
Bye.
Yep. Bye.
There you go, Cap Henry, your 2025 Attica Raceway Park champion, as well as Fremont Speedway champion, as well as the AFCS champion. Again, third straight for the AFCS, fourth overall, second championship at Fremont, and the third straight Attica championship and fourth overall there. Yeah. So he's been on quite a run past few years in that 33W. So keep an eye out for him next year. I guess he's not hanging up the helmet anytime soon. Sorry.
Good news for the fans. Don't know what the other racers feel about that one.
One thing we didn't mention in the racing roundup, and I forgot to mention this last week on the show, and they had submitted the result, and I forgot. I apologize to Del Warner, one of our Hammer Down Army drivers,
Right,
who competed in the Monster Mash at Montpelier a couple weeks ago. He did enter his results. He finished 10th in the B main there, and that was like 50 some
right
of the compacts
not
out
too
there.
shabby.
Yeah, and they were having problems trying to get that car running. They ended up just kind of hot wiring something to the fuel pump. I think it was like almost a direct wire from the battery to the fuel pump because they couldn't get the fuel pump to work, couldn't get it started. But credit to those guys. They thrashed around and got it running just in time too. So are you looking for car parts, repairs, or a full-on build? Whether it's a race car, a classic cruiser, or just broken bolt that won't budge, Ron Miller Race Cars in Lambertville, Michigan has the tools, talent, and experience to get you back on track. Over 500 years of experience, give or take a few. Ron's crew can handle it all: bodywork, transmission, chassis repair, custom build, safety gear, performance parts, paint, from fine-tuning your setup to fabricating something completely new. They know how to make speed happen. Give Ron a call, 734-856-7223. See why racers and car lovers alike trust Ron Miller Race Cars, driven by experience, built for performance.
Pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah. Also, I'm going to mention DCR Graphics. Turn heads with wraps and decals from DCR Graphics. Full wraps start at just $425. And I had mentioned last week, and apparently he heard me, that I wasn't sure if the prices would be going up because typically prices go up. He tells me prices are remaining the same for next year.
That is really cool.
$425 still for a wrap. That's where they start at. They can even put it on your car for you. You can schedule an installation for a small additional charge. If you're looking to promote your brand or race team, get 8 custom diecasts for just $135. It's available for late model sprints, modifieds, and stocks. They've expanded their lineup too, from crew gear and t-shirts to hoodies, flags, and hats. DCR Graphics makes sure your whole team looks sharp at the track or wherever they are, where they happen to be wearing that gear. Don't forget to grab your Hammer Down Racing Report sticker, just $5. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to do this earlier.
Yeah.
Hashtag DCR. Put that in the comments of our Facebook Live or YouTube Live. Here, let me get rid of this guy here. Make us bigger. So,
is DCR Graphics an authorized supplier of Hammer Down Racing
Report stickers? Yes. They are the official. I don't know about swag. They do have t-shirts though. Hammer Down Racing Report t-shirts. So go to DCRgraphics.com. You can check those out. But hashtag DCR, you can win one of those Hammer Down Racing Report stickers. Slap it on your car if you're a racer and take a picture, tag us in it, send it to us, whatever, and we'll enlist you into the Hammer Down Army for 2026.
Are we taking we're taking 26 enlistments now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure racing in this area is over for the year.
I think.
So there you go.
This weekend we'll see to that.
So again, visit DCRgraphics.com or call 419-308-9523 to place your order today. DCR Graphics, where speed meets style. And also we have a few more Speedy sponsor stickers too. I left them downstairs. I don't have any right up here right now, but if you want to win one of those, hashtag Speedy. Let's type that into the comments of our Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or Twitch, and we'll do that drawing at the end of the show. I probably should set that up, shouldn't I?
That way they would know.
That way we can actually do
would know. Yeah, we
can actually do the giveaway. That would make sense. So let's do hashtag DCR. Apparently, Scott forgot to do this prep earlier today.
That darn Scott.
I know. It's like you said, he had a week off since the last show. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It took me a minute to figure that out when you said that last time. Hashtag Speedy. All right. We are good and we are collecting entries. Okay. Coming up, Seth Schneider will be checking in with us again, 305 champion there at Attica Raceway Park. And we'll get to talk to him. In the meantime, let's do some racing news. Not much going on. It's been kind of quiet, but we'll do some racing news. Going to be giving away some Toledo Mobster tickets. Toledo Mobster hockey.
Right.
I'll do that for how many. That's going to be coming up here in a little bit. But right now, here's some news.
Latest racing news.
The Valvoline American Late Model Ironman Series has released its 2026 schedule, featuring 35 feature events amongst 34 race dates at 18 different racetracks in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Kentucky, and West Virginia. $20,000 will again go to the 2026 series champion. The Flow Racing Rookie of the Year will again pay $2,500. The series boasts 9 5-figure paydays with feature purses totaling over $1,050,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Took me a minute to read that. The season will open on Saturday, April 11th at Atomic, with the 2026 lid lifter paying $5,000 to win. The season will end on Saturday, October 24th at Montpelier for the annual Monster Mash.
Ooh.
So that'll be pretty cool. Other area tracks on the schedule include Oakshade Raceway. The Barney Oldfield race is going to be back sanctioned by American Late Model Series, this time American Late Model Ironman Series, but same thing. Eldora Speedway's got some dates. Mansfield, of course, we mentioned that. They're on the calendar. Attica, I-96, Butler, and Millstream is going to have a double header weekend.
Ooh.
I believe it's a Friday-Saturday show. I could be wrong. It could be Saturday-Sunday. I didn't check the dates on that. But a back-to-back weekend at Millstream.
So this year, Oakshade Ironman was in conjunction with
the birthday race.
race.
This year, it's going to be a separate race.
And it will not be part of the birthday race?
Not as far as I saw.
Okay.
I just saw the one race on all this information's coming from American Late Model Ironman Series, and they just had the one date for Oakshade. Cool. So I don't know. I mean, it's possible it could change and become a co-sanctioned event like last year. I don't know. But you can check out.
That makes the Barney a really big deal race again.
Yeah. Well, it was a big deal before, but yeah, now there's points involved for the American Late Model Ironman Series as well. I think when I was looking at the schedule, I think I was looking to see about when the birthday race usually is, and I think
middle of June,
middle of July for the birthday race.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
and I think they had something on there. They're at a different track.
Okay,
so they may not be a coach sanction thing, but you can check out the full schedule of the American Late Model Ironman Series website. Just search for that in Google. I looked at it earlier in the week and I don't remember now, and my head feels like it's in a vice anyway. So the High Limit Series also released their 2026 schedule with 66 nights of racing at 33 tracks across 21 states. That kicks off at Las Vegas Motor Speedway on March 12th. It wraps up at Texas Motor Speedway on October 17th. The series will be in our neck of the woods on May 30th at Butler Speedway, the 13th of July at Fremont Speedway, the 15th and 16th at Eldora. I believe that's Kings Royal weekend. And then again at Eldora back in the end of, that's Kings Royal in September, the 25th and 26th of September.
Okay.
I'm getting my sprint car races mixed up now. ASA Stars National Tour. The 2026 race schedule is out. Things get going on Tuesday, February 10th at New Smyrna Speedway, and they end things on November 8th. So they got quite a long season there. At Nashville Fairgrounds, Toledo Speedway is on the schedule for September 19th, I believe, part of the Glass City 200 once again.
That'll be a good show.
And that's all the racing news I have, all schedule related. So did you have any racing news?
No.
Okay. In that case, we'll move on. We should be hearing from Seth here in the next 5 minutes or so. If you need race car parts fast, Dittman Motorsports has you covered right at the track. They're fully stocked parts truck services, both Fremont and Oakshade. Bring top quality parts and support straight to the pits. Pick up some fresh Hoosers or stock up on some more tear-offs. They have whatever you need, from high performance components to expert advice. Dittman Motorsports keeps you dialed in, competitive, and ready to win. Don't wait until race day to find what you need. Call 419-283-8580. Visit DittmanMotorsports.com. Dittman Motorsports, your trackside advantage. And from race day snapshots to custom gift items, Freeze Frame Photos delivers. Snag stunning action shots Celebrate your victory lane moments, and best of all, you can turn any of them into one-of-a-kind gifts. They have everything from custom can koozies, tumblers, wood plaques, slate prints, magnets, buttons, and more. You can customize them with your own photos and graphics. Call Charlie now at 419-407-6994 or visit freezeframephotos.redframe.com to check out their photos there. Freeze frame photos, special moments, frozen in time. And I believe I saw something. He's going to set up his table in the parking lot
at the fairgrounds.
No, I think it was going to be, well, he's going to be at the Oakshade banquet at the fairgrounds, right. But there was something else that he is going to be. Is this it? Here we go. Some of you are asking how we can get our 25. Here's your chance. We will have our photo booth set up this upcoming Saturday. November smiley face with I think that's 8th because it's like that in the vacant Wauseon Rite Aid. So they're gonna be out in Wauseon in the Rite Aid parking lot on the corner of Shoup Avenue and Airport Highway. So it's right there in the main drag there. So you can head on out there and check out the photos, get the photos. I'll pick out photos for a calendar, order some things for Christmas. Yeah. Or Hanukkah, or Chanukah, or whatever it is that you celebrate. And seeing if he had hours that he's going to be out there. I don't see.
He says watch his Facebook page later in the week.
There you go. So follow Charlie Warnes or Freeze Frame Photos online on Facebook, and should be able to find those there. Seth says it's going to voicemail. So yes, we can. How about we talk to Seth? I have to pull up his number. Talk for a second.
Just throw me right under the bus. Go ahead and talk.
I got it, Avery. We're good. Hopefully it works. Hello? Hey, is this Seth?
Yeah, it's Seth.
Hey. It's Scott Hammer, Ron Miller, Hammer Down Racing Report. How's it going?
Good, you guys?
Good. Sounds like, are you in a vehicle or something?
Yeah, I can switch to the speakerphone if that helps. Yeah, I just stepped out of my son's hockey practice.
How'd it go?
Oh, he's still out on the ice. He's doing well. He got me out of the cold arena.
It's funny. We got a call from a good buddy of ours who's into racing, who now owns the Toledo Mobsters hockey team, and he wanted to do kind of a partnership with our show because a lot of racing folks during the off season are either bowling or they get into hockey. So that's cool. I know. Is it Brian Smith's kids that were into hockey?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Kester's kids are into hockey. I mean, it seems to be a big thing. Were you into hockey as a kid?
Absolutely not. I have no clue about any of it. He brought a flyer home from school and wanted to try it out, and it stuck for the last 5 years.
That's how it worked for me too. I don't have the skill to skate and hit a little putt. It's just too much. You got to be tough and agile, and I don't know, a lot of hand-eye coordination too.
So are you coaching now?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
No, I just watch and cheer on and yell and whatever.
So how old are your kids that are into hockey?
My son's 13. He's in Bantam this year. It's his first year he can hit.
Oh,
so it's been a little more interesting.
I'm sure Mama appreciates that.
Yeah, you can hear her scream probably out on the ice when there's contact made.
Well, congratulations on the 2025 Attica Raceway Park 305 championship out there. You had 4 feature wins at Attica, 1 feature win at Fremont. How satisfied are you with your team's performance this season?
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful and quite surprising, actually. I mean, we've had probably the last 3 years were probably the worst 3 years of my racing career, I think. So things just turned around.
I was gonna say, what do you think spawned that turnaround?
2 years ago, we had been to be to join the 3-6 Motorsports team, if you want to call it that. That's what we are. And he brought Guy Myers along, and he has a vast wealth of knowledge, and he's willing to teach people about sprint cars and sprint car setup and everything. And Kevin, my car owner, crew chief, car chief, he really learned a lot. He took it and ran with it. It made us so much better.
How long have you been running a sprint car?
This was my 14th year the past year. This will be my 15th coming up.
So you had a little bit of experience to bring to the table then.
So Seth, you started, did you start off in sprint cars or?
No, I raced go-karts for about 12 till when I started sprint cars when I was 27.
Okay.
So yeah, I ran all over the country, I ran nationals and stuff, and it was just getting too expensive, and it was too tough to have a family and do that kind of traveling. So I thought sprint cars would be the best choice to move on to.
Well, your championship, like you had said, you haven't had the best last few years, but you had to overcome some things to get this championship. One of your wins coming back in early June, you got after breaking a Jacob's ladder after you hit the wall, I think avoiding lap cars.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. It folded the wing and it knocked the whole ladder mount out of the race car, actually, which was unfortunate. So they say I had roughly an 8-second lead before that, and I think Johnny was coming at the end of that race.
John Ivy.
Luckily it stayed green. We were able to finish that one off.
I think that was one that I actually was watching on Dirt Vision that night. So, any other setbacks that you had to overcome this year?
It's so tight in division. I mean, Miller and Weaver have won that championship for the past, I think, 11 or 12 years.
Yeah.
You just can't make mistakes. I think about the 5th race in, we were feeling pretty good. We're second in the points to Jamie. He already ripped off 3 wins, I think. And I think I started 12th or something the 5th night out, and I clipped the tractor tire. I was up to 5th already. And I thought, man, that's the season. There's no way I'm going to win the championship. You can't give a guy a gap like that. And luckily down the line that Miller had a bad night and couldn't finish the race and totaled that car. And I think we capitalized on it that night and won that night when he did wreck. So I think that was a difference maker.
It actually, that was my third question that I was going to ask you. How satisfying is it to know that you beat defending and 5-time Attica 305 champ Jamie Miller, we mention his name almost on a weekly basis?
It's wild, actually. I mean, I don't even know if it'd be really set in. I even won a championship yet. I've been doing it for 14 years, and I think I ran second in the points once at Fremont, but it was a distant second to Johnny. But Miller's just so good at Attica. You got to have your car perfect, and if it's not him, it's Weaver. Just things just fell into place just correctly this year. The car was just so good. We qualified good. They raced really well in the feature. And good pill draws too for the feature made a difference.
We were talking with Cap Henry a little bit earlier, and he was saying that he had a year where very little stuff went wrong. And you were talking about Jamie Miller. It seemed like he had a year where a whole lot of stuff really went wrong. That had to make you a little more comfortable.
Yeah, I was still nervous going into the last night because I needed to finish 17th or better if he won. And just the way it shook out, I might have been a little too conservative early on. And I got a bad pill draw for the feature. I think I was starting 9th, and Miller was on the pole. So I had a lot of nerves going into that. Then we go to fire off of that feature, and they push Jamie right back to the pit. So it was like the biggest relief, weight off my chest. So, I mean, sprint car racing is, or any kind of form of racing, things go wrong, they will go wrong.
Right.
But I'm assuming this season though has had to have boosted your confidence.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It just not overthinking things anymore. Just driving the race car the way it needs to be drove. Kevin's absolutely freaking awesome. He's so good at getting the car right. That last night at Fremont, it was so slick, and I was like, man, maybe we should do a little extra. He's like, nope, you're good. And it absolutely was perfect. So with a guy that feels good about what he's doing, he's not second guessing himself. Makes it a lot easier for me driving the race car.
You said this was your 14th year. What's the 15th year look like?
We'll see how it goes. And my kids are in a lot of sports, and they're coming first now. So I wasn't even planning on running points last year. It just snowballed into something where I need to keep at it. So same thing. We'll start out. We'll see how it goes. I mean, as long as there's nothing interrupting it, I'll try to win all three of them if I could. That'd be great. I mean, somebody's got to take over for Miller and Weaver. So
at the
I'd
beginning,
like to be the guy to fill in.
Yeah. At the beginning of the year, you mentioned, not having the best years leading up to this. What were your expectations for this season?
Well, just 2 wins in one season would have been great, because it's like we're going about every 3 years we'd get one. But it was like not a real impressive win. I mean, starting on the pole and luckily not getting any cautions or getting the right cautions and getting the win. Now I feel like we got a car we can come from 10th on some nights and be pretty comfortable with a chance of winning it by the end of the race.
So at the beginning of the year, you were just
going to be there.
Just going to be there and happy if you got a win or two.
Yep. Just out there riding, see how it goes. And it went great.
Now, did you get to run any other tracks other than Attica and Fremont this year?
No, like I said, family comes first. So if I'm not running points and it's going to take a night away from my family, like on Saturday or something, I'm not going to venture out to Wayne County or Waynesfield. So I just got to stay home. It's a lot easier for us.
Gotcha. Now, are you any relation to the 1989 Attica champion Spike Schneider?
I don't believe so, unless he was from the Bellevue area. It's quite possible. That's where most of the Schneiders are from.
Okay, well, he spelled the Schneider the same way you did, and I wasn't sure or not.
It's quite possible. I might have to look into it.
Let us know. Let us know what you find out there.
Yeah.
My mom's into that whole ancestry thing. Apparently, I come from a lot of royalty. That's what she was telling me last night.
Really?
Yeah, very exciting. So which of the 5 wins from this past season means the most to you, and why?
Let me think about that. It's probably the first one, just to get the first one out of the way. I think it makes the season go a lot easier, a little less pressure. And we got it pretty early in the season too at Attica. So that means, and it was at the Outlaw race too. And I know Kevin wanted to win that one bad. So I think that one meant the most. So
that would have been before the broken Jacob's Ladder win.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
Yeah.
So 26 is more of the same. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep. I mean, if we start out hot, I mean, we're going to ride the train. We'll take it to the end.
Now, I'm guessing your expectations may be a little more inflated going into next year after this. Is that a safe assumption?
Yeah, I think so. We basically have the exact same car we're going into it. Nothing changed tires-wise or rules-wise where you got to relearn stuff. I think we'll be hot right out of the gate. So we do have a brand new motor being built right now, so that's pretty exciting. We're ready for that. That motor we had last year, I think it had over 50 by the end of the year. We started with 20 plus races on it. So,
Don Henry, one of our listeners, says that Spike was from Elmore, Ohio.
Okay, I'll still look into it. It might be a possibility. There's a lot. I know my grandpa has a lot of brothers, so there might be a lot out there.
Gotcha. All right. So Fremont, Attica, that's what you're looking at next year again. I'm assuming then with that comes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If Dwayne tries to expand it a little bit, I'll follow his series for sure, because Dwayne's awesome. He does a lot for us, so I'd like to support him a lot more.
Well, the couple races Dwayne had at Millstream weren't point races for the AFCS. So if those become point races, would you end up going there then?
Yeah, most likely. I think it just worked out in the schedule where I couldn't make those two. I would like to get back over there. It just didn't work out with the way things were going that summer.
I think last time we talked to him too, we mentioned that he's going to have more letters than if he adds Millstream in there. AF, MCS.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So is there any way that fans can keep up to date with what you got going on with your racing? Do you have a Facebook page or anything?
I don't know. I need to get one of my younger kids to figure all that out for me. I'm too busy doing other things. I'm not much of a social media guy. I just use Facebook for Marketplace. That's about it.
Okay.
I'm seeing a Seth Schneider Facebook page here in the future, and
or TikTok. He'll be dancing.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Kids could do
I think
that.
we need to get somebody to spearhead the old 3-6 Motorsports page, so we keep track of all of us. I mean, we have Dustin Dine and myself, now DJ Foose in the 410, and Brian's gonna be back in the 305, all out into the same barn. So maybe we get somebody to tackle all that.
There you go. So if anybody's looking for some work that doesn't pay anything, but I'm sure has
Sounds like something a go-kart racer could, or a hockey player could.
a hockey
handle.
player. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Something to do in the off season.
Yeah, my kid knows how to use the phone. He can figure it out.
Does your kid help you out with racing? Does he have any interest in your racing?
He raced go-karts
Okay.
for a little while. Had a couple bad wrecks and stepped away from it. And we got back into it, and I don't think the interest is there as much as it used to be. So I'm kind of glad he's getting away from racing. It's hard to get it out of the family, I think.
So any sponsors or crew members you want to give a shout out to for helping you out this year?
Absolutely. Kevin Schlachter, first and foremost, and the car owner, car chief, crew chief. Aaron Hammer helps a lot in the shop on the weekdays. Chase, Brian Speedo, and there's so many people that hang out there. Timmy P, Mango, Dinans. The Dinans help out quite a bit. We have a good time. We have a real group of people, a good group of people that hang out together. So there's a lot of people to thank. Level Utilities, Level Performance, Level Real, our RCF chassis are freaking phenomenal. Blade Shocks, Elite Wings, Overwatch Precision is one of my sponsors, and Josh Cromer's Seamless Gutters.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Who's going to win Saturday, the World of Outlaw Sprint Car feature at Charlotte?
I want to see that 10 car win when it gets slick. Blaney.
Mr. Blaney.
That'd be cool.
That thing's unique. I love it. I love it that they bring it. I know that they probably made the track benefit him when he won at Sharon, but it'd be pretty cool if he took it to somewhere else and won on that stage.
Well, we'll be keeping an eye out for that. And one thing I should mention to you: when's your next race? Probably the opener at Attica.
Yeah, absolutely.
No indoor.
I used
stuff?
to go in the winter. I used to go kart forever. About 5 or 6 years ago, I had a kart and I went and ran Fort Wayne, and that scared the living hell out of me. I forgot how fast it was. That is a nightmare compared to running a sprint car strapped in anymore. It's just so fast. You're so closed in.
Well, Cap said he's headed to the Rumble and maybe to the Chili Bowl Nationals as well.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be nice.
Again, thanks for the time. I know you took some time out from your kids' practice there for hockey. But what I was starting to say was our interviewees usually go on to win their next race. So kind of put that in your back pocket for the season opener at Attica then.
I like that. I won the season opener back when we had the big delay for COVID. So maybe we can do that again.
There you go.
Well, you got us on your side this time.
I like that. Appreciate it, guys.
Yep. Seth Schneider, congratulations again on the 305 championship there at Attica Raceway Park, and good luck next season.
Thanks for the time.
All right. Thanks, Rod and Scott.
Yep.
Tell your son good luck with the hockey too.
There you go.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye. There you go. Seth Schneider, your 305 champion for this year at Attica Raceway Park. We did reach out to Kyle Moore, who was the late model champion at Attica, also at Wayne County once again. Didn't get any responses back from him.
He talked to us once a couple of months
ago. He did.
Yes.
We talked to him recently. So I figured that was all right there. We did that. We did that. Let's see where we're at here.
We got some stickers to give away.
We got some stickers to give away. Again, if you haven't done hashtag Speedy or hashtag DCR in the comments, go ahead and do that for a chance to win a Hammer Down Racing Report sticker. That's for the hashtag DCR.
And spoiler alert, if you want to get into the how many tonight, get your calculator ready.
Well, that's for next week's, but yes.
Yeah.
I also saw a couple comments here. Pam says July 11th. I think that's going to be the birthday race.
Okay.
I believe is what she was referring to at Oakshade. And then Charlie commented here on the time he's going to be out at the Rite Aid parking lot in
Wasion
on Saturday.
10 to 2.
Yeah, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So there you go. I think I'm caught up on all that stuff. So let's talk about Ron Miller race cars. No, we already did that. No, this is Dominator. This is Dominator. I'm sorry. Whether it's late model, modified, or street stock, every body part counts. That's why you should choose Dominator Race Products, the go-to source for hood scoops, roofs, wheel covers, nose and tail components, body fasteners, and so much more. All engineered tough for the track. Check out the all-new adjustable height Dominator chassis dollies, the easiest way to move your race car around the shop. Come in real handy during the off-season while you're moving things around. Order online anytime, Dominator Race Products, or visit your local reputable race shop, such as Ron Miller Race Cars. Or you can call 419-923-6970 for quality parts that keep you dominating the racing field. Trust Dominator Race Products. So we do have talk today. Congratulations to Kyle. Cool. Coming up, we have how many? And we're going to be giving away some Toledo Mobster hockey tickets. Before that, we do have a Hammer Down hotline call from this past week.
Oh, boy.
This may sound a little familiar to you, Ron. Here you go.
Hammer Down hotline.
Oh, my God, you guys are the best. I love this show. This is amazing. Keep it up. Okay, bye.
I'll be darned.
How'd that get there?
I don't know.
That must have been from last week on the show when we called. So there you go. Again, if you want to call, leave a message, anything racing related, go ahead and do it. There's your number, 419-318-3081. 81. There, I had to move the comments so you can see that. So there you go. Moving on. Let's do some how many. Let's get this off of here. I think that, let's do how many and give away some hockey tickets here.
How many?
So last week's how many? It was a pretty simple one. How many of the 3 NASCAR champions will be winners this past weekend? In the top 3 tier.
The points champion had to win to be counted.
Correct. So that happened twice.
So the answer was 2.
Yes.
Wow.
What was it? Corey Heim and who won the Xfinity? Jesse Love. That's right. And then Kyle Larson finished 3rd. So he did not win the race. He won the championship, but did not win the race. So correct, 2. You said 1. I said 2. So yay me for a change.
Wow.
Got one right on.
Scott's a winner.
And we had several people get the correct answer online. So we are going to be spinning the Toledo Mobsters hockey wheel.
Okay.
Puck. How about we call it a puck?
Well,
it's a colorful puck.
Yeah, it's
a Toledo Mobster hockey puck. We're going to spin the puck to find out who the winner of the first pair of tickets we're going to be giving away for the game versus the West Michigan Sentinels at the Ice House on Alexis Avenue. That game is coming up on the 15th of November.
Alexis Avenue? Alexis Road.
Yeah, near Lewis Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You're familiar with the area.
Somewhat, yes. So yeah, that game is on the 15th, a week from Saturday. So let's
spin the puck.
Yeah, let's pull the puck up here first. And
this is going to go bad. I know it is.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
Share screen. That's what I want to do. There we go. Here it is. There's your puck. We got 4 names on there. We're looking at Nancy Schoenauer, Chris Schoenauer, Steven Simpson, and Doug Frost. They all guessed 2. So for a pair of tickets to the Toledo Mobsters hockey game a week from Saturday at the Toledo Ice House, free parking there. They have snacks available if you need them too. So it's going to be
green.
Doug Frost, congratulations. You have yourself a pair of tickets. You will have your name at the door, so bring ID with you. You'll have a +1. And if you can't go, let me know so we can give those to someone else if you're not planning on going to it. So congratulations, Doug Frost. Again, pair of tickets to the Toledo Mobsters hockey game a week from Saturday at the Ice House off of Alexis Road.
Right across the street from GM Powertrain.
It's a little bit down from there, but yeah.
Close enough.
Behind Gino's Pizza. Let's And then what else we got here? Oh, we have this week's How Many, don't we?
Right.
So this week's How Many. This one's a little more complicated.
This is where you need your calculator.
Yes. And I'm going to share this out here. There it is. So this is going to be hockey and racing combined. So the Toledo Mobsters are away this weekend. They are taking on the Summit City Distillers on Saturday. How many total goals in that game? And I was looking through some of their games previously. The season just started, so there's not that many, but there's a lot of high-scoring games, you know.
So the Mobsters versus the Distillers.
On Saturday, yes.
This Saturday.
Yep. How many total goals? So if the Mobsters have 4 and the Distillers have 3, then
that'd be 7.
And 7 for that part. That's just part of it. Because then plus the number on the winning late model, the World of Outlaw late model feature Saturday at Charlotte.
Right.
So say that's Davenport, 49. So then you'd have 7 plus 49. So where are we at? We're at 56. Okay. And I'm not saying pick Davenport. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's just a number.
And then the plus the number of the winning World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink sprint car feature.
Right.
Which Seth Schneider picked 10. So then we'd be at what, 66?
66.
So there you go. And that will be for a pair of tickets to see the Toledo Mobsters again on Saturday the 15th, taking on the West Michigan Sentinels there at the Ice House.
And those are all legitimate numbers, so I'm sure we're going to see some people.
I'm thinking I might go with 66 just for the heck of it. Yeah.
Well, and you've got to go first.
I did go first, and I didn't even look at what anybody guessed yet, and nobody has guessed yet. So, and we'll cut this off.
They're still trying to figure it out.
It is a lot of math. I do apologize. But Ron likes the math ones.
Scott knows I like math.
What I think the game is I'm not sure if it's at 4 or if it's in the evening. I know the game's on Saturday. We'll say we'll cut it off at 4:00 on Saturday.
Okay.
So 4:00 on Saturday. If you're listening to us on the podcast on Spotify or whatever, just hit up the live video on Facebook or the YouTube live video and put your guess in the comments. As long as you do it before 4:00 on Saturday Eastern time, we'll get you in the drawing for those tickets for the Mobsters, Toledo Mobsters hockey. So there you go. Don Henry says 15. Okay. That seems low to me.
Well, he's a real sprint car guy, so he knows who's going to win the sprint cars.
Who's going to win the late models then? Who's got a low number in the late models?
It's a couple of number 5s.
I mean, there's a 9.
Yeah.
It's okay. Anyway, so what's your guess?
Oh, you're going with 66.
I'm going with 66. I'm sticking with my original
going
number.
67 then.
Oh, okay. Don Henry's in there with his 15, so we'll see how that works out. So yeah, there you go for a pair of Toledo Mobsters hockey tickets for a week from Saturday. We'll find out the winner next week. All that math right there. Total goals in the game this Saturday, plus the number in the winning World of Outlaw late model, plus the number of the World of Outlaw sprint car on Chris Schoenauer's going with your number too.
Yeah.
They're closer to your number than mine. So I got nothing to say about that. Let's check out our DCR Graphics race menu for this weekend.
This weekend's racing menu.
It's getting smaller. We only have 3 menu items now. We're running out of our inventory. A couple races down under Saturday, the Formula 500 King of the Bridge featuring Junior 500s, wingless sprints, and V6 sprints. High-Tech Oil's Toowoomba Speedway on Saturday, also in action.
King of the Bridge, that's at Murray Bridge?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I not say that?
No.
Yeah, that's at Murray Bridge. Sorry. The High-Tech Oil's Toowoomba Speedway on Saturday. Sprint cars, V8 modifieds, and late models.
And you said Toowoomba because you really like saying Toowoomba.
Especially when my nose is all messed up. Toowoomba even sounds weirder.
Toowoomba.
Yeah. Thank you. And then, of course, we have the World Finals at the dirt track at Charlotte in Concord, North Carolina, featuring the World of Outlaw Real American Beer Late Model Series, World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series, and the Super Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds. Our producer, Dave Kemmer's a big fan of those guys. That's going on tonight. They did qualifying last night. So I believe heat races tonight and Friday, and then main events on Saturday there for that. Before we get to
all of that on Flow,
I believe it's on Dirt Vision, because that's World Racing Group.
Yeah,
most of the World Racing Group stuff's on Dirt Vision there. Again, last call. If you haven't done so already, hashtag DCR, put that in the comments, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, to win a Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker, one of these guys. And hashtag Speedy. We'll do a separate drawing for a Speedy sponsor sticker. I don't have one with me, but they're cool as hell, trust me. And go to speedysponsors.com. Check out all the sponsors on there. It's kind of like an Angie's List for sponsors that support racing. So if you're looking for a particular skill or service or something, a good resource for you there. And with that, how about we do that giveaway?
Which one?
DCR.
Okay.
We'll do that one first. I've got experience now. I don't know which one this is. Yep, that's the right one. Here we go. So you have a 1 in 5 chance, it looks like, for the hashtag DCR. Who's it going to be? Still going. Charlie Orns, Mr. Freeze Frame.
Yeah.
Freeze Frame Photos, winner of this week's Hammer Down.
Hashtag DCR.
Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker. Courtesy of DCR Graphics.
Right.
This is 11/6. You have 30 days to pick that up. You can pick that up from Ron or me. I'm going to give it to Ron for now at his shop. Yeah.
Charlie knows where we're at.
I'm sure he does. And then let's do our hashtag Speedy. Go back over here. I know who's going to win our Speedy sponsor sticker. And you have a 1 in 3 chance, so even better for a Speedy sponsor sticker. And I'm guessing it's going to be a Shane Hour that's going to win it. I could be wrong.
Just a guess. They win a lot.
Yes, and that's going to be Nancy Shane Hour. Congratulations. You have yourself a Speedy sponsor sticker, courtesy of speedysponsors.com. And you have 30 days to pick that up from Ron Miller Race Cars. 11/6.
Yeah.
There you go. I got to get the stickers downstairs.
I've got them.
Oh, you have some? Okay. There's your Post-it note with the winner on it. So, yeah, that's, I think we're about done.
It's dinner time.
Is it?
Well, I know it
went faster than I thought it would. We didn't really have that much. Things dying down at the end of the season. We do have a couple things I do want to mention, though, before we do wrap things up here. I forgot. Got my letter back. I told you this a little earlier from Gateway Dirt Nationals.
Yeah.
Because I've been bouncing around and maybe trying to do that Thursday night live from there, because I already got tickets to go. So I'm going to be there nonetheless. And we were denied our media credentials, which apparently a lot of people were.
Maybe they didn't look up how really.
Well, I know. I mean, obviously, I mean, that's definitely the case. But
if we boycott that, maybe
but they do say in their letter that says you have not been approved. But that doesn't mean you can't bring a camera and do stuff anyways. You just can't get into certain areas. So you can still help promote us if you want to pay to come. But
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So they don't need us, which is fine. I'm still going to go there and enjoy it then. And so not sure what we're going to do on that Thursday, the 4th. If I did talk to our old co-host, Jerry Keyser, who is willing to come on and fill in for me with you. But you had mentioned maybe we'll take an extended vacation because the previous week's Thanksgiving and
I'd kind of like.
And you want to watch the Gateway Dirt Nationals?
Exactly.
All right. Well, maybe we'll pre-record something.
Yeah,
we'll do something like that.
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll figure that out. We got some time there. And also, congratulations to Dean and Don Henry, both being inducted into the Fremont Speedway Hall of Fame this coming summer. So,
and Bob Johnson.
Okay. And everybody else that's
Bob Johnson's good friend of mine. He won the big money at the Whiteford Fall Festival at the reverse raffle. Yeah. So is
he going to build a new car now?
You know, he really, really wants to go rent a sprint car ride just for that one reason. He's won a lot of late model races back in the day at Fremont. and wants to try a sprint car. I'm not sure he's got approval from his wife, though.
Would you like to try a sprint car?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did just a test and tune. Engine builder Dave Dickens wanted to run some laps at Oakshade, so we went out and put, I don't know, a couple hundred laps on his sprint car engine back, 7-8 years ago.
Really? Wing sprint car?
Yeah. 305. A lot of fun.
Nice.
Enjoyed it.
You can tell me about it. I would have come out and watched.
Sorry.
No, you're not. Thanks to producer Dave Kemmer, contributors John Young, Matt Swander, Bob Stazak. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on X at Hammer Report, follow us on YouTube, listen to us on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And of course,
Scott means click that little follow button. That means a lot to us.
It does. Or even the thumbs up or sharing, all that stuff. It helps with all the algorithms and stuff. And you can also listen to us and check out information there at hammerdownracingreport.com. Like you said, rating and reviewing us. The more ratings we have helps. I know we made that plea like about 5 years ago. I think the last time somebody rated us and we got like 3 ratings at once. That was, Anyway, thanks to our sponsors, Oakshade Raceway, Rob Miller Race Cars, Magic Moment Entertainment, Dipman Motorsports, Dominator Race Products, DCR Graphics, and Freeze Frame Photos.
On podcast sweeps week, let's see if we can saturate it. Hit our Facebook pages and encourage people to.
Is there a
to
sweeps
share.
week? I thought that was just a TV thing. I don't even know if that still exists.
I don't know.
Thanks again to our guests this week, Cap Henry, Seth Schneider, both phenomenal guests. Next week, looking at the Flat Rock and Toledo champions. And I don't remember what's beyond that, so
I have to check your show notes.
I guess so, or my spreadsheet there. So I think we're about done. So we'll see you next Thursday at 7:00. That is a wrap on show number 403 of the Hammer Down Racing Report.
You have been listening to the Hammer Down Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.